Hello everyone, we are in Rüsselstein, near Frankfurt in Germany. This is Opel's town. We're here to see the new Opel Grandland before everyone else, and then of course we'll drive it, we'll make a detailed video of it. But for now, I'd like to share this first introduction video with you. When you look at the car, what do you see? It doesn't have much to do with the old Grandland, does it? But when you look at the details, it actually does. The headlights, the visor, the bumper structure, the rims, etc. again resemble the current Grandland. But when you look at the overall car, its proportions, you see a very different car. You know, in the Stellantis group, the model that came up against the Grandland was 3008. The one above that, 5008, was too big for the Grandland. But this car now looks so different. It's a bit closer to 5008, isn't it? 3008, because it's a little bit smaller, it's more sporty with its rounded shape, but this car is more SUV, more muscular, bigger, so the model we would like more seems to be a bit more advanced. Before looking at the details, let me briefly talk about the engines. Now this bus will come in 3 different versions, like the Heiyu Wu Bachichi Bashang Wu, 5008 years old. It will have a hybrid engine. A 48-volt hybrid engine comes with a 1.2-liter turbo engine. This engine is already used in the current Stellantis buses. On top of that will come a plug-in hybrid, a rechargeable hybrid version. Of course, it will also have an internal combustion engine. It will have an electric-only range of about 85 kilometers. Apart from that, there will also be full electric versions with 2 different batteries. They will have 2 batteries of 8 kilowatts and 70-odd kilowatts, and the long-range battery will offer a range of up to 700 kilometers. This is a very serious value. Now let's look at some details of the Autobus. For the first time, there are a few features that are also used by an Opel brand. For example, the flaming emblem. By the way, I have to show you that the emblem is also brand new. This is the first time it is used in this structure. By the way, the platform of the Autobus is also a new platform. The STL, the middle platform, uses the same platform as the new 3008 and the 5008, but this is the first autobody under the Opel brand to use the STL platform. Now you have these daytime running lights that start from here and the cheek and continue from here. In particular, they have connected and made such details so beautifully that the whole bus looks very nice without being too alluring, without making you say that this is weird. I can easily say that this bus is much more beautiful, especially when you see it live. So it is not a photogenic bus. Our rims have gotten bigger. This one is 20 inches. The standard version will also come with 19 inches. That's 1 inch more than the current gray. We've got bigger tires and bigger wheels. These are still in piano black. As you can see on the car, there will be no more chrome. When you look from the side, there is a huge door at the back and a front door of about the same size. I can even say that the rear door is a little bit bigger. This gives you a hint of how comfortable the back of the bus is when you look at it from the outside, doesn't it? There is another nice structure. Look here. The wicks inside the glass are hidden in such a way that you can't see any wicks here. There is such a very flat, simple design. There is a third glass on this backside. It looks like a butterfly glass. It makes the interior even more spacious. This is the electric version, so we have a huge electric charging socket here. By the way, the charging capacity of the bus is quite fast. They say that it can be charged to 80% in about 26 to 27 minutes. When you look at the back of the bus, we see a completely different structure that we have never seen before with any Opel. Look, there is no logo. Instead, it says Opel here. The stops continue from here, and here it continues in the same way with 3 thin lines. When you press the brakes, this place lights up completely, so nothing extra lights up. If you are familiar with the new 3008, there was no wiper in the back. In this Autobox, the wiper continues. Here again we have a third stop like in the Opel Astra, but this is positioned vertically like in Formula cars. And there's actually a huge spoiler here. And on these sides, this spoiler continues all the way to here. I think it's very stylish, sporty, aerodynamic. At the same time, it has a structure that looks very, how should I put it, premium, elite. I mean, it's big, it's huge. You can say I'm driving a very nice car. The Grandland lettering is now etched into the trunk. In other words, a crowd of letters pasted on the trunk does not appear here. It's integrated into the trunk. Let's take a quick look at the trunk. It opens electrically, of course, and there's a huge trunk at the back. In fact, when you look down like this, you can see that there's another huge space here. The subwoofer of the focal system is also here. The trunk is 36 liters bigger than the previous one. Opelers call this car a CSUV, but I think many brands can call a car of this size and with this trunk volume a DSUV. In fact, there are many who do, but Opel gets it right and calls this car a CSUV. It's a CSUV on a very large scale. By the way, the seats recline 40-20-40. Let's point that out. Let's take a look at the back seat. The back is a bit impressive. Yes, the back of the car is important. You know, we bought my father a Grandland, so I know this car well, and it's a large car with a wide rear. It goes in a lot of CSUVs, but here it's a little bit, it's overrated. Look, again, it has 4 fingers of legroom, and in terms of headroom, despite having a glass roof, it still has a not bad headroom. And here, because of the structure of the seat, they have created a groove where the knees can easily go all the way here, and my feet can easily get under the seat. When you look at the door interiors, again, the crown details here, the focal speakers, the fabrics here, the fact that this top is a bit softer and these stitches have, of course, made the car more premium, more alluring. Unfortunately, we don't have a third zone air conditioner in the back, but we do have air vents. There is a small pocket here. There are, again, 2 USB-C ports at the bottom, and there's a 12-volt socket here. They have utilized these upper sides of the seats. Here they've made 2 little compartments to put a wallet, a phone and so on. Since the car is on the STLA medium platform, there is no shaft tunnel here. Therefore, there is comfortable travel for someone sitting in the middle. In fact, my feet can almost milk here easily. Now let's have a quick look and see if there is an armrest. Yes, there is. It is an armrest, and here again we have a sufficient armrest where you can put a pen, pad, phone, etc. And there are 2 cup holders. The fabrics are quite elegant. It's a bit more nubuck like Alcantara. There is a nice line in the middle. It continues in the same way here again. Here again it has a nice structure consisting of different fabrics. By the way, more fabric is used in the car instead of plastic. They say that especially. We can see it more easily, especially in the front. So let's move to the front. Let's move the steering wheel up a little bit and adjust the depth. Look, there's a lot of depth. And this is for me. I was just sitting in the back. So if you ask if we cheated there, we don't cheat at all. We sit the same way. Now the interior of the car has changed a lot because the current Grandland was a bit old. That oldness was actually nice. Why was it nice? Because it was a more useful car, especially for people over a certain age. There weren't many things to get used to. They modernized this car a bit more. When I say a bit more, I mean a lot more modernized, but they didn't lose any of those physical buttons. Here again, you can adjust your air conditioner. We have all the necessary buttons here, but at the same time, you can easily do everything from the screen. By the way, since this is a car in the higher segment, it is a very well-equipped car, and you can adjust all of this from here. Now, there are a few innovations in the car. I'll talk about them, but let me finish with the screen. This is a 16-inch screen. It's a long screen that's positioned a little bit more horizontally. And this screen, look at a couple of different compartments. It can be divided into 6, 7, 8, 9 panes here. By the way, because this is not a mass production car. Of course, the screen here is not working. It's playing a demo for us right now. But it will be approximately like this. Here are the navigation, energy flow, air conditioning buttons, controls here, etc. You can do all of these from here. Here is steering wheel heating, seat cooling, etc, etc. Look, you can even handle seat massages here. Speaking of seats, we have EGR certified seats again, but they have improved this a little more. They especially made a groove in the center, and this groove ensures that you are much more comfortable and not tired, especially on long journeys. You can easily travel longer and in a healthy way. Opel seats have always been very comfortable and very beautiful. I especially like Opel seats and headlights. Speaking of headlights, let's not skip. In the previous LED matrix headlights and Interlux headlights, there were around 100 LEDs showing different points like this. Do you know how many there are in this one with the new technology? I mean, they exaggerated it a bit. 50,000 pixels. Such a strange headlight design. I can't wait to use this. We have a head-up display. It projects all the information on the windshield. Here again we have a small screen. This is a 10-inch dashboard. Of course, you can customize the dashboard from here, but that's not working right now. It's going to be soft here. In the middle again we have a good Centropala from Focal. Here again it looks like carbon fiber, but oh, the detail is very nice. There is a detail. Look, here and there it's all fabric again. This is fabric. The door interiors continue as fabric. The carbon fibers continue in this way. When you close this place, it fits like a glove. Inside, there is a very beautiful structure where you will feel very comfortable. The steering wheel is new. I think the steering wheel is very nice this time because in the previous model, the steering wheel was the most disliked part, one of the oldest parts. It has gotten a little smaller, not as much as Peugeot, but a little bit more pressure from the top and bottom. And this structure here represents those headlights and the grille, the visor on the front a little bit. I think it's quite stylish. We already have headphones from here. Let me explain this quickly. Look, there's a slot here. You can put your cell phone here, both here and here. Here we have USB sockets again. But look, these are also fabric. And there is a huge storage area at the bottom. There is a beauty here. They made it transparent, so when you charge your phone wirelessly here, your phone is visible here. Also the screen, but of course it looks a bit darkened. I think this is a very nice detail. At the same time, you can also take your phone out of there and put it here. Look, there is a groove here, and when you put it on top of that, it can be vertical or horizontal. You can also put an iPad. They have created a very nice space. There is a lot of difference in the cup holders. For example, you don't always use two glasses. Look, this way you can adjust them to the right front back by pushing them. In fact, when you separate these two like this, you can even have 3 different compartments for yourself. This is also a nice detail. Unfortunately, our transmission is no longer ETV. Instead, we have a 6-speed transmission with dual clutch, because all the engines have been electrified in some way. Even the lowest 48-volt version is electric, so the transmission also has to be electric compatible. Even the electric motor is inside the transmission. In the hybrid engine, there is a 28 horsepower electric motor, 48-volt hybrids. It is also inside the transmission, so this has to be there. There's a big eye here again. Oh, it's quite deep. Of course, this is cooled. Apart from that, what else is there when we look at it like this? I feel comfortable in this car. Here we have the base of the glasses, our glass base, and so on and so forth. I guess there is no need to talk much about the active and passive safety equipment of the car. I think this car already has everything. When is it coming to Turkey? This is an important question, and how much will it be? That is also an important question. I don't know about the second question, but I guess its cousin, the Peugeot 3008, is coming around the same time. It will be a bit more affordable, and it will be bigger. In terms of equipment, the Opel guys are already doing a good job with the equipment in Turkey. So I think this will be a good car. I am sure that it will sell much more than the current Grandland, so I think you will be able to understand it easily when you get in. This car is coming in the last city of the year, so it will probably arrive in November, December in the year 2024. I am seriously looking forward to that day. I will even tell my father to get ready. Maybe he will even sell his car. It's very nice. I like it very much. What do you think? I'm waiting for your comments below. If you like the video, you don't forget to like it. You press the like button. We think you are already subscribed to our channel. If you are not subscribed, if you subscribe, and especially if you click on that bell icon and turn on your notifications, you will be one of the first to watch every time we upload a new video. See you soon. Goodbye.